Hey, 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 talking with OC on podcast without a name. You know, we right on after the Sunday night game. These Chiefs against the New York Giants. I called this last week. I knew the Chiefs was gonna win because they couldn't go. The Chiefs just couldn't go 0-3 at the beginning of the season. They couldn't do it. The Giants are an okay team, but they don't match up when when it comes to the quarterback and it comes to the coach. They don't match up. So I thought that that was a mismatch, and so I know that the defense of the defense of the Kansas City Chiefs was going to be there. They were going to show up. Anyway, I just want to say what's up to everybody out there. My partner, co-host, Big AC will be in the building in a second. But I just want to say shout out to your Hamright. Great podcast I seen today. They gave their father some flowers. And I love that. I love how people honor their families and do stuff like that. So without no further ado, I'm gonna bring on my guy. I'm gonna add him to the stage.
What's happening? Man, we sounded like somebody died out there, man. I had to send up a couple cool Hail Marys and shit after the 49ers coughed up the game and swallowed it back up. You know, what's happening with everybody, man? Hell of a Sunday going on in football. I hope everybody doing all right. It's your main man, Big AC, the one, co-host with the most, talking with OC, man. What's happening, brother?
Man, you know me. I'm just trying to get in here, get on here, and go through some of these games that we just seen today. I mean, we was talking about them Thursday.
Hell yeah.
But which game stood out to you today? I know the Niners stood out to you.
Well, yeah, there we go. I need some more light on my plate. There we go. So, man, yeah, okay, the Niners stood out to me. But also who stood out to me was a team that I kind of pounded the mat for earlier this week was the L.A. Rams, right? I thought that the L.A. Rams was going to go on ahead and assert themselves and make a real statement. They looked like they was coming out the gates good. They went on ahead and crumbled down the stretch. So, man, good teams find ways to win. Bad teams don't. And I'm going to just leave it at that. I ain't going to call no team a good team or another team a bad team. I'm just going to say good teams do come up with ways to win. But, yeah, man, that game right there really shocked me. And the Browns going ahead and walking into Lambeau, man, and sneaking out with a win.
Yeah. I watched that one today. The Browns, see, the thing about the Browns is the Browns got one of those teams that if you let them hang around, they can sneak one and beat you.
Right.
You have to jump on that team and run the score up on them.
No doubt.
The Browns, I had picked the Packers to win that. I was cheeseheads out on that one.
No, you know what? Me too. I didn't really see a way that the Browns would be able to surmount enough offense, but they came out with the full force of that defense today, which, man, some people say might be the best defense in the league. Everybody loves to jump out there and give somebody something to root for, but they definitely got a formidable defense, and I can't take nothing from Myles Garrett, who looked like he's trying to go get another DPOY or something out there.
Yeah, I was on all these games today. With the split screen, I was paying attention to a lot of them today.
Right.
That Steelers Patriots game I was paying attention to.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Steelers pulled that one out.
They did, but it took everything they got, and I'm gonna tell you, I was glad to see them find a little bit of a running game at the end of that second half, because if they don't find the running game, I don't think they really have a chance overall for their season.
Well, they can't. Aaron Rodgers can't do it by himself.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's not Aaron Rodgers from 8-9 years ago, just flinging around the yard 40-50 times.
And even if he was that from 8 or 9 years ago, he don't have the weapons to put it up there, to put it out there like that. I like the Pittsburgh Steelers, but you got to be able to run the football. You got to be able to run the football.
Right.
That everything works off of that. That's how I play. When I coach and I play, we got to run the football. So we got to have an offensive line that's
Yeah,
going to not
no,
only protect the quarterback, but that's going to open up these holes for my running back as well.
right, no, full fledged, and I think everybody's getting the opportunity to really see, just like DK is getting a chance to see it himself. Man, you can't. He's not a real full fledged, lead dog in the pack, number one at wide receiver. Although
Yeah,
he's talented and he plays with some force sometimes. Sometimes he fades and disappears too, and he'll let a smaller DB kind of take him out of a game. And I'm like, what are we doing here, bro? Like dominate. He don't got that dog like T.O. had where he like, yeah, every possession T.O. was gonna go out there and make he was playing, you
yeah.
know, big boy on the block, Megatron get out there and bust a play. Sometimes DK will fade, especially if he don't get the ball early. So I hope they figure out a way to massage all the egos and keep everything rolling in Pittsburgh long enough for them to get some.
Mike Tomlin know how to do that. I don't think they're gonna have
He does.
a losing season. Record wise,
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna have a losing season
Now,
again this year. That's just how consistent.
you know,
Uh,
and
he is.
he's very intentional too. A few weeks
Mhm.
ago, he made a trade for Jalen Ramsey at the beginning of the season, right? Well, it's funny. He traded Jalen Ramsey back to the from the Dolphins, and they traded Minka Fitzpatrick, the free safety, back to the Dolphins, who they traded to the Steelers in the first trade, right?
Yeah.
So like very intentional. He always got always a method to the madness, even if everybody on the surface level probably don't see it.
What about those damn Colts?
Man.
Colts.
Hey, them damn Colts. First of all, my man running the ball, put some respect on his name, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that boy, he already established himself as a dog a couple of years ago, right? And then he had a couple knee injuries. He kind of fell into the Nick Chubb cyclist, where boom. But yeah, no, they got a top flight running back. You already know that they offensive lines they keep saying is one of the best in the league. That's a real nuanced thing. If you know how to grade offensive line, you could go be a coach somewhere because that really come down to leverage, lean, hand position. Is he in the right place? All this old stuff. So yeah, that's the thing. But no, they really have a nice squad. They do, and they got a weak division, right? Like
Yeah.
they got the flimsiest division because the Texans they didn't announce they don't want to show up this year and play. I don't know what DeMeco Ryans is going to do to get them jump started again down in Houston, but bro,
Yeah.
they're missing
I
something.
think didn't they lose Stingley?
They did,
They
bro.
lost Stingley.
And it's funny, right? You would think, oh, he's not the superstar. Yeah, those things count, man. And you can't always keep letting people get out the door. So, yeah. I don't know what it's going to take for Houston, man. They laid the egg today in my book.
But you know a team that I really like right now. I like those LA Chargers.
No doubt. They're one of the the 6 teams left that are 3-0, right? Undefeated.
Yeah.
And I got to say, out of all 6 of those teams, they probably look the strongest, right? And then you got to throw Philadelphia, of course, up there with them, because I watched Philadelphia go in and be dominant enough to beat some good teams in different ways.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Last week they killed the clock. They pushed. They did. This week they was behind. Hurts had to air it out, and he went on ahead and outdueled Matthew Stafford for the second half and came out with the victory. So to me, they look real dangerous. And of course they got the mad wizard Vic Fangio over there calling the defense.
Well, I'm impressed with how consistent the Harbaugh brother is in doing what he does in the coaching the coaching from the coaching spot. I'm very impressed by that because when you get a well coached team, they win games like that. They win close games. They win. They don't make the key mistake to kill themselves.
And you're right, they really don't, man. And like, of course, man, discipline, like lack of discipline and getting them costly penalties, and of course turnovers, right? They killed the game. People be nitpicking the quarterback overthrew that one ball and all this. Like, bro, that ain't nothing. You'd rather him overthrow it than throw it into the defender arms. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: you lose the turnover battle, time of possession, man, you pretty much getting it handed to you, right?
Yeah.
And that's the other thing that killed in the game between the Niners and the damn Cardinals today. Cardinals hold the ball for 20 minutes out of the whole first 30 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Bro, they held it for 20. Then they came. Basically, they dominated the game as far as time of possession today. What where they messed up, man, is bend don't break, man. Salah was calling that defense, man. They couldn't punch it in. They
Yeah.
just
Now that's what I was thinking about with the Niners.
yeah,
They won this game, but I still like Arizona's
yeah,
pop. I still like how Arizona
no doubt.
they try to take it from you. They
Yeah,
try to, they energy. I
man.
still like Arizona's energy, but
Yeah,
when you have a piece that fits like the
yeah,
Niners have
right,
in that coaching, you
right.
you get some good results. You get some great results.
Man, no doubt. Because I mean, you're talking about minus your starting quarterback, no Kittle,
Mm-hmm.
no Juwan Jennings. Of course,
Yeah.
Ayuk still ain't played a game yet this season, although he's supposed to be close to being back. But we make no excuses. We stumbling into 3-0. That's no secret. But at the same time, I'm looking at us and saying they finding ways to keep coming out with the W, right? And
Yeah.
today was a perfect example of it ain't pretty. When they got that safety in the fourth quarter, bro, I damn near busted my TV off the wall. You already know how it go, right? TV almost came straight off the wall, man. I was so shocked when I went down to grab me something to drink. I come back up the stairs and we lined up to kick the field goal to win the game.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
And then, of course, it felt extra good that we didn't have Jake stinking ass Moody back there to miss another fucking field goal when it's crucial. Yeah.
No, that change had to be made.
Yeah.
That change had to be made. Maybe he just wasn't fitting with the Niner pressure. He wasn't fitting in the whatever was happening. He probably bounce back somewhere else if somebody else gives him a shot.
Man,
But
right.
it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing like I think playing for the 49ers. And I've never played, but that whole organization, the way that they do stuff over there is high class.
All the time. You know who else, man? Speaking of second chances, right? Look really good today. Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
Marcus Mariota stepped in for the Commanders, going up against everybody's Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
Hello, Raiders fans. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Man, went up against the Las Vegas Raiders today, showed them what it looked like to control the trenches. And Mariota ran basically a similar type of game plan that you would see with Daniels up in there, dude. But he really stepped in and played a clean game, except for knocking his head coach's head off for halftime.
Yeah, but you know what quarterback I like that, but they didn't win. They didn't win today. The one that quarterbacks for the Titans.
Yeah. The Cam Ward.
He reminds me of a Steve McNair type of quarterback.
I feel that. I feel that. You know what? And like everybody's like, oh well, of course, man. This is game number 2, dude, for a rookie. He's gonna be all right. He's gonna be all right, bro. Mm-hmm. He done went and played. He done made some tough starts already too.
Yeah.
Now he ain't got no weeks off, man. They played some pretty tough teams. So I think that's only gonna better him because he seems not to be getting broken by the moment.
Absolutely. It's not too big for him. That's what I like. About I like that he's mobile when he has to be, but he can throw that football.
Man.
He can throw that football.
Hey, for real, whip it around the yard, man. Just like that boy did in Chicago today. Did you check out Caleb Williams and them?
Yeah, I watched that game. I watched that Chicago.
Hey,
game.
I was kind of shocked. I'm not gonna lie. They were consistent enough today to have me sitting there watching the whole game. Like, am I really watching what I'm watching? You know what I'm saying? And so basically, what I'm saying is it was the opposite of what I'm used to seeing when I watch the Bears. Caleb Williams played a good steady game. Their defense was solid. Man, and they walked about
your boy Dak Prescott. Yeah. I can't talk bad about it because I'm not a quarterback and I never played.
Right.
But it just seems like the plays when it was need to be made, he couldn't make the play to get the Dallas Cowboys in position to win that game. That's just something that I observed. I never talk bad about these professional players.
No, you know what?
Anything else but a professional player.
I think I want to agree with that assessment though, because like you say, his stats be right there with the good quarterbacks in the league. Excuse me. Sometimes his winning percentage is decent, but there are games like this, crucial games against teams that he should be able to put the team on. He should have been able to put this game on his back today. It's not like they was playing the Vikings.
No.
right? It's not like
And that's another. I'm sorry, but that's another. That's another one. The Vikings. That's
yeah.
another one.
Hey,
That's
I ain't gonna lie. I am not gonna lie, man. They look like the real deal. That defense that that boy Flores is calling is so vicious,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
That's teetering on that 2000 Ravens or 85 Bears, whatever.
No.
That's that kind of
No.
nasty defense where they almost don't. They almost could win a
No.
Super Bowl this year without a quarterback.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, don't. They're speaking blasphemy.
No, no, but
That Ravens defense, it'll never be no defense like that.
no,
Ever
but what I'm
again.
pointing out
Oh,
is
no
though,
Ravens.
right now that
Yeah.
defense is being aggressive,
Yeah.
and they look dominant
Yeah.
enough to take
Yeah.
a show pony quarterback and win the Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
Yeah, well,
You know.
I like the Vikings, man. I like the Vikings. I like their receivers.
Yeah.
I like I don't know. They didn't have their quarterback, and they didn't.
No, they didn't. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
and-
They had Carson Wentz step in and make the start and step in for the boy for the youngster JJ McCarthy.
And Carson Wentz is a good quarterback.
Man, heck yeah. You know, it's funny, right? He played that year that the Eagles won the Super Bowl, right? Remember, he
was a Rams quarterback, wasn't he?
No. He was on the Eagles that year that they won the Super Bowl.
Oh yes.
Remember, he gets hurt in like week 12, bro. He was finna be MVP, and he was the #1 seed in the NFC. Bro, he got hurt, never got back on the field, got Wally Pipp. Other dude came off of the bench and took him all the way through the Super Bowl, won the Super Bowl, and neither one of them been able to keep a job since. So I was glad to see. I was glad to see him be able to get out there and look like his old self.
Yeah. No, it's good to see them type of quarterbacks win. Because they gonna play backup. They're gonna be backups, but they're good backups.
Yeah,
they're good backups.
And I'm gonna tell you what, right now, I hate saying old boy and all that, but number 2, the DB that they got on the Vikings, bro, that he had a game. That was a game, an all-time game right there. I'm talking about, bro, came up with 2 fumbles. No, he came up with a pick 6, a fumble for a touchdown, and then he turned around and forced another fumble. Shout out to bro.
Let's go.
And this was his first game as a Viking. I forget where they got him from, but second chances, bro. You can go to a new place and show up and not be an old face and do your thing and do your damn thing. So man, shout out to everybody, man, that just went out there and showed their medal today. Let's see, man. We didn't touch on a good bunch of them. So let's see. 6 teams that's undefeated right now. This is not the 6 teams that we think we all would have said at the beginning of the season. Eagles, Buccaneers, Chargers, Bills, Colts, and 49ers.
Yeah.
So,
we wouldn't have said
that. Definitely, I would say maybe people would have had the Bills and the Eagles picked to be
3-0.
One of the last teams undefeated. Maybe the Chargers, depending on who you talk to. But definitely not the Buccaneers, not the 49ers. And I know not the Colts. Nobody could tell me that they would think the Colts would have been nothing better than 1-0 this year.
But then we look at the schedule. If we look at the schedule, the Bucks, they played the Jets today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so
like even the Niners have had a slightly mediocre schedule, right? Like that's all a part of it. And I don't feel bad because every year but this year we've played every good team like head up, right? So yeah, for the 49ers to be able to get to kind of groove into the season, I ain't mad at it. I will say that we pulled a bunch of rookies though off in the draft, man, and they are coming up and making plays at big times. So always love to see youngsters come in and get to, be developed and brought to the fold.
But that's part of the 49er mystique. They develop they develop players.
No doubt.
They develop players, except for what they did to Alex Smith, but that's a different.
Different coaching. To me, if you ask me, if you're trying to build a team and like long term, year after year after year, you got to know how to draft. I don't care what the sport is. You dig me? You got to know how to draft, and you got to have a prototype to some degree of what players look like in your system, what players are going to work, what type of players are going to work, and the kind of personality types that you want to fuse together to make that team work. You can replicate that year after year after year. You just know, you like, dude, I need a hard-hitting dude that's loud on my defense. Okay, I got to have one of them.
Yeah, go
If
get me a Ray Lewis.
go get me one, right, man.
I need an Ed Reed.
That's it. I need a cocky D. I need a cocky diva that run a 4-3 out there on the edge, wide receiver.
Yeah, I need a Rod Woodson safety.
No, exactly right. Boom. So and somebody that when they get their hands on the ball, take it to the house. Take it to the house, and that's what we seen today quite a bit, especially in that Vikings game. Man, was cats taking it to the house. The last game of the night, which was still on right now, I think. You know what I mean? Not to disrespect the game, but man, I'm sorry, Russ Wilson. He ain't getting a fair shake out there in New York. And what I mean by that is everybody's, we want to see Jackson Dart, the rookie. You know, and I like Jackson Dart. I thought he was one of the top quarterbacks coming out of this draft, right? But I'm gonna tell you like this: he's not ready to do anything that a 10-year veteran that's headed to be a first ballot Hall of Famer ain't ready to do. And I want to see more respect put on Russ Wilson's name because he can give you nightmares if you put a team around him.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that when they even start talking that stuff about putting the rookie in, let him sit and wait. You got let him sit. If you want to build something, that's how you got to build it. You can't just be throwing these guys in there unless you having a problem like or you in the system like the Titans or you know what I'm saying? Right. Somebody like that who don't have nobody else to mentor. We don't have nobody else to mentor.
That's
so
it.
We gotta play this fella.
You got to put him right in. But if I got a good veteran on my team, man, I don't care how good I think the rookie is, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to want to bring him in and let him get comfortable. It's not even about holding him back. It's about let me not push him out there so he could fail. Let me let him practice for a few weeks and get comfortable. Yeah. Let me let him say, you know what, coach? It's slowing down.
I don't want to treat him like Alex Smith was treated.
And that's a perfect example, right? That's a perfect example.
Nolan fucked him up.
Right. No, that's a real perfect example right there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like you look at it like, man, look at the damn Browns, right? Mm-hmm. Dude, quarterback after quarterback after quarterback. Probably one of the smartest things they did was brought in old Flacco, right? Because he will dust himself off and start every week, and and he still got a decent ball. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Decent fastball coming out of there. Yeah. But man, dog, like it just really ain't no secret, man. Like once you hit 40, man, you slow down. Not just the game slows down. Yeah. I was looking at Aaron Rodgers out there today, and he looked good. But I was thinking like they were talking about how the Patriots quarterback had patterned his throwing motion and all of this after Aaron Rodgers, right? Yeah. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, yeah, well, he looked real crispy like AR used to. Aaron Rodgers was looking a little slow out there, a little sluggy. And it's just how it goes. That's just how it goes, man.
That's why you have the draft process.
That's it.
That's why you have the free agency pool, man. It's all built so you can try to build your team. And
Father Time is undefeated. I'm gonna tell you like
he undefeated. He undefeated.
Straight up.
No one can defeat him. No one.
Nobody. I was thinking that same thing when I watched that Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, right? I'm sitting there like, dude, you know, on the real, this is kind of like, it was hurting my spirit to watch that. Because I'm sitting there like, and we know Mike Tyson was the savage boxer we seen in our time. He would have killed the little boy. He would have ripped him in half.
Yeah. To watch him I still think he would have. I still think he was holding back.
You think so?
I think he was holding back.
Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was a couple of times where I'm looking at Mike, and he actually lined it up, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't really go with
it. Could have poof.
Man,
done.
I was watching that same thing. I was thinking to myself, is he too old and can't get his body to do it, or is he holding back and not wanting to? Yeah.
But you know, that's a great segue into something I want to tell you. Before we get out of here. Yeah. The boxer Adrian Broner, is that his name?
Okay. Yeah. The loudmouth.
He's spiraling out of control right now.
Yeah, he is the loudmouth. Yeah.
Spiraling out of control right now. What do you think? Why do you think that this boxer would be having the troubles that he's having right now? Because they got him on camera at this one joint. Drunk, got him on camera drunk, trying to get out of his tab that he ran up to $2,200. The tab he ran up. He was trying to get out of his tab. to pay the tab, and it just was easy. It's sad, man. To me,
That is sad because I know he's taking at least 2, maybe 3 purses where it's 20 million or whatever. Man, are you letting your business manager really wrangle through your funds like that, or are you really just out there running up tabs, tricking it off?
He got money. He still got money.
He got
the sad part about it is the alcohol. Listen.
Yeah, exactly. And really the delusion. Right? You know, he probably sitting in there. Oh, I'm a boss, man. I come here, I'm VIP, man. Everything on that. and then they come like, I'm sorry, no, Mr. Broner.
They called the police on him.
Damn,
at the spot.
Man.
And then the police came and the police was saying, you know, you got to pay your tab. They was telling them, and the dudes wanting their money, but he was like, man, take me to jail.
Right.
I ain't did nothing. I don't believe I did nothing to nobody. Take me to jail. And I'm like, man. And then he pulled out a wad of cash and he said, y'all can have this. And I'm like, man, just pay your tab.
Okay, so he's just really just playing games. So he's trying to play on his celebrity. You know, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I said, to me, dude is spiraling out of control. He's losing it, bro. He was one of the top, let's say 5 or 10 boxers in the sport right now. You know, especially in the weight class. And, man, every fight, yap, and he get his ass whooped now. Now, before, I'll say about even 2 years ago, man, he was actually worth watching. Now he's nothing but a laughingstock, man. And it's sad to see because in this day and age, man, you can manage your social media accounts and all these different, you can keep
Floyd fucked the boxing game up. He ain't lost the fight.
Yeah, he did.
Floyd fucked the boxing game up.
Man, bro,
I got to come after that.
and it's crazy. So I'm wondering now, like, you know, basically they switched the game up now with the Netflix fight, right?
Yeah.
The Tyson and oh boy, that was one, and now this is another one. So they're not doing the pay-per-view. So somehow they got to be wrangling all these dollars in off of the subscriptions and shit that go into Netflix, right? So, okay, so with that being said, I'm wondering how the hell did they wrangle up a purse for homeboy that just lost to get $100 million off that fight?
Oh, it's a lot of things that they do it off the prescriptions, and they also do it off ticket sales that people are at the fight. And then I know they have a social media presence where somebody was doing something for something.
Right, no doubt.
All of these sponsors that they got.
Yeah, no doubt.
The money is there.
It is there, and because they got that shit called they got them licensing deals, right? Where, everything. So you're right.
I'm surprised they don't spray the boxers, spray them down with sponsorships on their body. Spray them down and sell all of that stuff off of there. The money is there.
Yeah, straight up.
It's just what you sign to get.
Right. Exactly. And what you pushing for? Because my man that just won that fight only got $10 million off of it.
Yeah.
While the Hispanic bro that I can't think. Canelo.
Yeah, Canelo got 100 million and 10 million.
Right. That's more money than most people could spend, right?
Yeah. But 10 million, he's so humble. He's so in that spot where he's living at. 10 million is just gonna do him. Like,
man, no doubt though, right? Because he's now the key holder. He's now the undisputed champion in multiple weight classes. So for anybody to get a championship fight, they gotta come see that boy. It's the first time really we've ever seen it, right? Yeah. And so I just want to see him pull it off. I ain't even gonna lie. I want to see him do it because if he holds them belts for say 5 years, dude, that's another $500 million right there.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And he gonna quit. He gonna retire at some point.
Yeah,
with those belts, he gonna retire at some point with those belts.
Yeah, most definitely.
And they say he got about 9 kids.
Yeah.
That's what they say. They say he got about 9 kids. So,
I wouldn't be hella surprised.
That 10 million that 10 million gonna do him some good.
Hey, it's gonna do him some good. It's gonna get ate up too. It's gonna get ate up quick.
He not married.
Back in the ring.
He not married, so he ain't got he ain't got those problems.
No, he ain't got them problems.
He ain't got those problems.
Man, hey, he need to build one big house and move them all in.
Yeah, no, but it's by one woman though.
It's by one.
Right. It's by one woman. It's by one woman.
He all right. Yeah. He all right.
Yeah, no, he good. He good. He just don't want to. He don't want to get married.
Yeah.
This is what I was looking at. He don't want to get married not because he don't love a woman or nothing like that. It's just because the problems that can occur when you get married.
Right. You know what?
He want to keep all his.
I will say I ain't gonna lie. Right. I got a philosophy that most people really lose a good bit of that fire in the relationship when they get married for some reason, especially people that's been together, stayed together for a long time already.
Yeah, it's just for show, man.
It's a little bit of a formality, and like, man,
show, man.
Don't go fucking off your shit trying to make everybody else happy. I mean, like that ain't the way to go.
No. That's why I say a lot of these things that people go through can be really nullified if they make number one, if they make a good choice.
Right.
Number two, after you make that good choice, you gotta get some rules between the two of you. This is how we move it. I don't care how nobody else is moving. This is how we moving, and this is how we gonna get where we gotta go. And we stick to that. Number 3, stick to that. I think you will be together for a long time.
Yeah, and
you can
if
understand.
something changes for you where you can't rock with something that you was cool, speak up, speak on it, because you're gonna get burnt out, like trying to act like something ain't bothering you when it's bothering you. Because if somebody else think it's cool, it's gonna be a day where you like, nigga, will you shut the fuck up? And they gonna be like, damn, nigga,
But I appreciate it, man. I appreciate your us coming on. We got to do something.
Doubt.
We got to do something. Either Monday. When you want to do something after Monday night or Thursdays. Thursdays when you want to jump on here, because I'm available now.
Yeah, I'm
available to jump on.
Let's do that. Let's just start doing something on Mondays after the game.
Okay.
Yeah, no doubt.
So we can at least pick the upcoming weeks, like 3 or 4 games of the upcoming week.
Right. Hell yeah. All right. That'll work.
That's cool.
That'll work, man.
I know you got what you streaming on now?
Bro, actually, I'm Reflex. The only thing I'm on is Twitch right now.
Okay.
YouTube and of course Instagram.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, it's always a pleasure.
Man.
You know me, I'm moonlighting tonight, so I gotta go get that cheddar. You know what I'm saying? So while you sleeping,
double dip
after you already made yours. I got to go get mine.
Hey man, till the next time, man. Double dip, double down. Oh man, look at me. Can't find a thing. Here where we at.
So that was Big AC, the one. You know what I'm saying? We pick these games. We're going to start being on Monday nights, and I think Thursday nights, Friday nights to mop up and give some more commentary. Hopefully I can get my boy Comptown back in the building so we can get some more opinions and good insight on a lot of different things. So, as we are, I want to say what's up to your Ham Right podcast. I love y'all brothers, man, down there in Florida. Y'all come through, the hospitality is going to be extended to y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're going to try to get some content together while y'all out here on the West Coast from the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? We're going to try to get some content filmed with y'all. I want to say another shout out to BS3 Radio, but BS3 Network is on the Roku. The BS3 Network is on Roku. They got a lot of shows, a lot of different shows. They talk about everything from relationships, sports. They talk about I think they got some spiritual stuff on there too as well. They got a lot of different content. I didn't watch BS3 grow a lot, so check it out on Roku. So I like to leave everybody with something that I've been thinking about, and it's just been being able to be a better person every day. Every time you wake up, every time you put your 2 feet on the floor, make sure you doing things and striving to be a better you, and never let nobody steal that. Never let nobody steal that. Always stand on your own too. You know what I'm saying? Put yourself in a better position to be respected and loved. You know, that's this is the podcast without a name. I'm talking with OC. My co-host just bounced out. So I'm gonna see y'all in a minute. See y'all in a minute.